Good day, STEM students. This is Felman L. Maninang, your General Physics 1 teacher. So this is just a continuation of our discussion about common forces used in free body diagram. Today, I will discuss tension. So sineperate ko siya kasi depende yung pag-treat dito kung ano ibibigay sa atin ng situation eh. So hindi siya yung kaparehas nung weight which is equivalent to mg or mass times gravitational acceleration. Tapos yung normal force natin equivalent to mg rin pero meron siyang cosine theta because dependent siya sa angle of inclination ng supporting surface. And then yung friction which is equivalent to mu times the normal force. Yung tension kasi depende sa situation kung ano ibigay sa atin. So ano ba yung tension first? Tension defined as the force that is transmitted through a rope, string, or wire when pulled by forces acting from opposite sides. So ito yung example 1 natin. Ito yung pinakasimple. So we have a certain object supported by a rope. So free body diagram niya kung papansin nyo, isang downward force which is the weight and upward force which is the tension. So kung maalala nyo, parang normal force lang to in anong horizontal ground. So hindi naman siya sinusuportahan dito ng surface. Ngayon, ang nag-support sa kanya is a string or a rope or a chain. So ganun mga structure. So if the object is neither accelerating downward nor upward, so F net is equal to 0. So nasabi na natin yun kung kailan natin pwedeng gamitin itong situation na ito. So we have two forces. We have weight plus tension. And remember, F net is equal to 0. So we could write that as 0 is equal to weight plus T. Lipat natin si weight, positive siya. Pag lipat dito, negative. Na huwag kayong mag-alala kasi di ba downward ang weight natin. So ang value niya, yung numerical value niya, could be written yung negative sign. Negative times negative will give you positive. So yung value ng tension natin upward is positive. So yun po yun. And then, ito nga po, kung titingnan nyo yung gravitational acceleration, since it is directed downward, negative yon times the mass, multiply to the negative sign, we will have our tension. So simple lang yung first situation, no? So it is just equal to your weight kung isa lang ang rope. What if two ropes? For example, number 2, we have two ropes supporting a certain object. Assuming that these two rope will not cause the object to rotate. So yun po yung situation dito. Kasi iba na yun. Kapag nag-spin yan, gumalaw yan. Iba na po ang computation doon. So again, we still have our weight. And then since we have two ropes, we have two tensions. So T1 and T2. So pwedeng baliktad yan. Depende sa pagle-label nyo lang yan. And then the free body diagram for our example number 2. So we have an arrow down for weight. And then we have two tensions no supporting our object. Now, if you will notice, we have two lines with smaller lengths. No? Mas maliliit. Pero yung kanilang pinagsamang length, yung kanilang resultant length is equal to the length of our weight. So, bakit kaya? No? So, yung free body diagram yan, makikita mo na kagad na mas mababa ang bawat tension, pero yung pinagsamang tension will be equivalent to it. So, tingnan natin kung bakit. So, mathematically, we could write that as F net is equal to 0. So, T1 plus T2 plus weight. So, ito yung mga forces na meron tayo. Yung two tension since we have two ropes and then we have weight. So, ganun pa rin. 0 is equal to T1 plus T2 plus weight. Lipat natin sa kabila siya. It will become negative weight is equal to T1 plus T2. Now since T1 and T2 is equal, we could write that as 2T. So, parang T plus T lang yan, di ba? So, 2T and then yung weight could be written as mg. And then, remember, nasa itaas, ibababa. So, para mawala yung 2 na yan, napunta sa kabila yan, it will just be equal to mg over 2. So, our tension is just half the weight kasi dalawa silang sumusupport. So, pwede mo nang i-infer ngayon na, sir, what if kung 3? So, yun, over 3 lang yan. What if kung 4? Over 4 lang yan. Kasi, application to kung nalala nyo dati nung mga junior high school kayo, yung sa pulley, yung mga supporting ropes on a certain object. So, lumiliit yung value ng tension as you increase the number of ropes supporting the object. Okay? Ito po yung dahilan doon. Kasi depende po kung ilan po yung nagsusupport sa kanya. Now, this is just true kapag parallel yung ropes. What if may angle? Example number 3 tayo. So, ito medyo komplikado na to kasi we will be using X and Y component. We will be using vector analysis for this example number 3. So, ito po siya. Identify muna natin yung mga vectors. So, first, we will make a horizontal line. May horizontal line ka naman sa taas. Nandun sa taas. So, kaso lang, baliktad kasi yan. Mahirap i-analyze pag baliktad eh. So, gumawa na lang ako dito parallel to this horizontal line. Now, this is the tension 1. And then, itong angle na to is equal to this angle. Sa mathematics nyo, halimbawa kung 30 yan, 30 rin to. Kung 60 yan, 60 rin to. Okay? O kaya maniwala na lang tayo kay Sir Maninang na kapag ginawa natin ng parallel lines yan, ang angle dito, parehas lang ng angle dito. Okay? Meron kasing term na ginagamit siya sa mathematics regarding sa mga relationship ng mga angles na yan. And then, we could get the x component and y component for tension 1. Halimbawa, ito yung tension 1 natin. So, ganun din naman sa kabila yan, no? Kaso lang, medyo baliktad yung pag-analyze natin doon ng pagtingin natin. Pero ganun pa rin yung computation. So, nilipat ko lang sa baba to, yung x. So, ito yung y natin. And then, for tension 2, ganun din. So, yung angle na to, yun din yan dito. So, sir, pwede bang hindi sila equal? Yes, may ganung instances. Pero tayo muna, for this example muna, equal lang muna tayo yung mga angle natin dito. So, ito, equal din yung dalawa na yan. So, resultant vector, yung T1 natin dito, yung T2 natin, and then, makukuha natin yung kanyang x component, and then y component. So, lista natin yung mga meron tayo. So, finding x and y component of the forces. So, for the horizontal component sa weight, siyempre, di ba vertical siya? Wala siya. Horizontal component. Yung vertical component ng weight meron, which is equivalent to the mass times gravitational acceleration. Now, punta naman tayo sa T1. So, yung T1, yung gamit natin sa kaliwa, no? Okay, basta depende kung ano nililabel nyo doon, no? Kung sa kanan or sa kaliwa, walang problema yan. So, yung T1, x component niya is just cosine theta. Now, bakit cosine theta? Remember, yung x component, yun yung nakadikit sa angle, siya yung adjacent side. So, adjacent, kasi yung hypotenuse mo, yun yung tension mo eh. Ito yung tension 1 mo eh. So, cosine theta. And then, for T1 y component, so, kung mapapansin nyo, yung y component, yung vertical component, malayo sa angle, diba, nandito yung angle, tapos nandito yung vertical component, opposite side. So, sin theta. O kaya tandaan nyo, kapag x component, cosine theta. Kapag y component, sin theta. Lagi namang ganun yan pag kinocompute natin yung mga vectors. And then, since we have two ropes, we have two tensions, so parehas lang. Sa tingnan nyo, subscript lang yung nagpapalit sa kanya. Okay, so yun din yun. Kapag x, cosine. Kapag y, sin. Okay? Now, x component of the forces muna tayo. So, again, yung weight natin, wala. 0 yun kasi wala siyang horizontal component. Vertical component lang meron siya. So, this is just equal to T1 plus T2. Now, yung T1 natin, cosine theta. Kung papansin, sir, bakit may negative sign dito? Balikan lang natin yung drawing, ha? Yung isa kasi sa tension natin, papunta sa kanan, yung isa sa kabila, sa kaliwa. So, meron isa sa kanila nasa opposite side. Okay? So, isa sa kanila negative. So, pwedeng negative yung T1 mo, pwedeng negative yung T2 mo. Basta huwag na sila magkasabay na negative. Yung isa dyan ay positive. Now, yung negative, lipat mo sa kabila. It will become positive. Okay, so yan lang po yun. And then, you are interested to get T1. So, T1, lilipat natin yung cosine theta sa baba. If that angle is equal, bawa 60 yan, 60 to. So, equal yan. Numbers na divided by itself will give you 1. So, you could say that T1 is equal to T2. Now, if ever na hindi siya equal, ito yung magbibigay rin sa inyo ng ratio ng dalawa. So, halimbawa, 60 yan, tapos 30 yan. I-divide mo yung cosine 60 over cosine 30. Yun yung magiging multiplier mo sa T2. Yun yung coefficient mo. Sa relationship nila. Pero, sa sample natin, since equal yung angle natin, magiging 1 yan. T1 is equal to T2. Next. Ayan na yung binibigyan natin na relationship. Okay. So, y component of the forces, summation of Fy is equal to 0. Is equal to weight. Now, remember, hindi naman nahuhulog yung object di ba? Pero ngayon, meron na tayong value ng weight. Plus T1 sub y, o yung y component ng T1, ng tension 1, and T2 sub y, or yung y component ng tension 2. Now, remember, kapag y component, sin theta lang yan. Okay? Si weight, nilipat natin sa kabila. Now, sinabi ko nga sa inyo, pwede nyo lagyan na negative sa inyo. Kaso lang, di ba, negative din naman yung value nito. Magiging positive din yan. So, tinanggal ko na yung negative doon para hindi kayo malito. So, weight is equal to T1 sin theta plus T2 sin theta. Now, since T2 and T1 is equal, no? Yan yung na-prove natin doon sa x component kanina, we could write that as 2T. Sir, halimbawa, hindi naman sila equal. So, may gagamitin kang ibang coefficient, no, para dito. So, hindi mo gagamitin ito equation to pag hindi equal. So, since equal yung ating T2 and T1 do sa, sa first situation, sa x component, so, pwede mo siya sulat ng 2T sin theta. Tapos, ang kailangan mo lang T. So, baba mo yung 2, baba mo yung sin theta. This is your equation for tension kapag may angle. At similar yung angle. Weight divided by 2 sin theta. So, depende kung anong angle yung meron tayo. Okay? I hope you enjoyed learning about forces in free body diagram. In general physics, kalma lang.